I'm super excited to have started. Do you have any tips to keep consistency and excitement throughout the busy days and tougher days? Here's the number one. It's about us realizing, I'm about to share with you something that every single one of us will be to relate to. How many of you noticed that in life, it's not that we don't do enough world-class things, right? It's not like in life we don't set enough goals or like intend on a positive life. You know, at the start of the year, let's be honest, everyone, including dabblers, are wanting to change something. I mean, agree. The saying is what? New year, new me, new relationship, new whatever, wealth. True, by the way. So it's not like, the problem isn't that we don't do enough world-class things. The problem is we stop doing the world-class things once we've gotten started. Notice how true that really is. Because procrastination really kicks in the most once you've gotten started and once you want to go deeper, once you want to really begin to grow it. True, by the way. And the reason why this happens is due to what we say on board the LMA, the survival swerve. Now, would it be fine if I share with you this model? Because this model will show you how your greatest life's regrets have occurred in real time. Because this is how the human mind is designed to predictably respond back to every changes you have committed to. So it's called a survival swerve. Yes? Would that be fine, by the way? And as I break this down to you, you'll notice how powerful this is. Without doubt, if you want to pass something over to your children, pass over this insight. The awareness will set them free. Who's ready? If so, say yes. So think back to the last time you felt inspired to start something. For example, start LMA, start the new year, new job, new relationship. How many of you have ever set this intention before? That's all of us. Yes or no? And you know what you feel at the start? Let's be honest, it is excitement. You are excited. True, by the way. You can't wait to get started. You can't wait to take more action. Yes or no? Yes or no? But how many of you notice as you commit more and as you get started with it more, what follows more excitement is not more excitement. As you go deeper, let's say you're single and you're now looking to find the right one. As you go on more dates, all of a sudden what follows excitement is actually apprehension. You begin to doubt yourself. Can I really change my career? Should I have really quit my job? Should I have really started this course? Do I have the time for this? How many of you agree? This is so true. Look back on your life. It's happened every single time. Yes or no? This is a survival swerve. This is how your survival brain is designed to react to every single change you've ever committed to in your life. And what follows apprehension? Do most people listen to their thoughts? Yes or no? And you and I know if you think something, you feel something. True. So if you're thinking the thoughts of doubt, you tend to feel the emotion called fear. Yes or no? Now, is it true out of all the lies in the world, the greatest lie you ever come across is the lies of your own fears? You bet. Because your fears will grip tight of you without you realizing you're no longer in control. You see, most people will therefore be manipulated to fall even deeper. And this is when we land in awe. But just before I reveal what this is, how many of you right now are enjoying this insight? Because once you know how to anticipate your behavior, you're able to transcend that pattern. Are you getting this, by the way? Yes? This is why it's ever so important that you get started with LMA so we can begin to share with you the secrets to transcend this. But as you follow fear, you end up in the most dreaded place where 99% of people will quit. And this place is called remorse. Now, how true is this? But before I go on, what is remorse? What is remorse for you specifically? What is remorse? Think back to the last time you quit something. You was in remorse. What was you thinking in that moment? Tanya says regret. Specifically, what did that regret or that remorse really sound like? Well, how many of you agree? What it sounded like was this. This is why it's so dangerous. This is why they say the wealthiest place in the world is the graveyard. Because in the graveyard, you will see these half-built bridges, half-built projects, because they all quit in remorse. Remorse is the greatest danger you ever experienced in your life. Ask me why. Because it is in a state of remorse where you'll convince yourself you've made a wrong decision. How true is that? You will question your own very original intention, and you'll convince yourself it's not meant to be. And this is why 99% of people already, they have all quit here. How many of you, as you reflect back on your past, I'll put my hands up to this, you notice this has happened. I can't tell you how many things I've given up on in my life, and I've suffered as a result of that due to remorse. Who's been experiencing remorse, even like just getting started perhaps with LMA, right? Remember this. This is a sign that your breakthrough is near because this is your threshold. Are you getting this? Now, the world-class achievers who tend to continue from here, do they get exceptional, extraordinary results? Do they get different results from dabblers? The answer is yes. So as a result of them continuing, not quitting, but continuing, they begin to experience what's called rational optimism. Because all of a sudden you begin to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You getting this, by the way? If so, say yes. And as a result, you begin to see some improvements. This is what allows you to finally believe, genuinely believe, genuine belief. And this is what allows you to experience that change you want. Is that making sense? Was that useful, by the way? And so, Natalie, the reason why I share this with you is this excitement will fade. Eventually, what will follow excitement will be apprehension. And that's a sign you're now going through the change process. You see, the biggest lie we've been told that's keeping us trapped is we often want to change, yes? We often want to heal ourselves, not realizing, if you think about real change, it's about this awareness. Ask me what? Real change is this awareness. You're not here to feel good. You're here to be free. And there is a massive difference there. Massive difference. But if I'm really focused on just feeling good all the time, like a drug addict taking freaking heroin right now, then think about this. If I'm trying to sign up to the gym for the first time and I've signed up and I've never gone to the gym, I'm not going to feel good going to the gym right now. But if I'm chasing feeling good, I'm not going to go. True. But if I remind myself I'm here to be free, I'm here to heal, I'm going to show up. But here's the crazy part. I will show up to the gym first time. And you know the crazy thing is, I will be working out thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to feel good then because right now I feel terrible. But no, on the way home, my muscles will be aching more. It will be sore more. How many of you getting this? It's true, right? And in that moment, I could convince myself, oh, it's not working. It's not working. I could quit the gym saying, oh no, it's not working. Not realizing it's got to be sore before it gets strong. Same with ourselves, psychological, biological evolution. We forget what a real breakthrough is. A real breakthrough, this is why our students on board LMA actually transcend. A real breakthrough is you biting down onto this bitter lemon, taste that, and you decide that moment from tasting that bitterness to change the flavor of that experience. Are you getting this? A real breakthrough is you walk into a seminar and you realizing your dress, your outfit's inside out, and you decide to get changed. You getting this? A real breakthrough is like kind of like a gust of wind, like literally blowing this little baby eaglet in a little nest off the cliff, and this little eaglet is about to die, but in that moment he realizes he's born to fly. That's a breakthrough. Now, did that feel pretty terrible for the little eaglet before he learned to fly? You bet. But did he fly? Was he free? Yes. So in a lot of ways, we could chase feeling good and create a terrible life. Or we could chase freedom and actually liberate ourselves. So regardless of how you feel, how can you show up? Here's a mantra that saves me every single day. Who's ready for this? Imagine I had a mouthful of curry because I was at my mentor's house. First time I ever met my mentor in real life. And he had this private chef who was cooking up this curry. I could smell it in the air, and mouthful of curry. I was looking at my mentor, someone I've truly idolized. And I said to him, I can't help but be admiring how many videos you was able to film a moment ago when I was recording you, mentor. And he says, well, Tim, I guess what's helped me is understanding pattern. And I said, what do you mean? He said, let me ask you, when do you tend to record videos and when do you tend to upload them? I said, I guess whenever I feel like I can really put out something really good. He said, that's your biggest problem. He said, Tim, if you want to change your life, if you want to actually really be able to be this person, the world-class achiever, he said, this is the quote. He said, if it's worth doing, it's worth doing badly. He said, Tim, what will change your life is that mantra. Because he said, I have injected into my life, and this is what allowed me to become world-class. Because I may agree, most people want to do something, and they want it to be perfect, and that's why they never do it. Right? We want that couple hours free to go through LMA. I mean, that's a perfect condition. We're all busy in the house. We may not have a couple hours. Sure. So 1 minute is still a minute in the right direction. Yes or no? I'd rather show up than not show up. Speed doesn't matter if you're facing the right direction. So if it's worth doing, it's worth doing badly. If you're showing up in a terrible state, at least you're freaking showing up when everyone's going to sleep. Yes or no? Embed that as your mantra in your notice.